Hello. Some of my clients struggle with meditation, and I'm sure some of you do too. So I'm going to take a few minutes to actually talk about meditation and how to use meditation for more awareness as well as more of a reflective attitude to life. The purpose of meditation is to actually help you to bring equanimity in your mind. Notice that I did not say it brings peace to the mind. The purpose of meditation is truly to actually integrate the opposite traits and behaviors inside of you so you find a balance and equanimity inside of your mind and also sometimes in your body. So when you get into meditation, if your thoughts are running like crazy, you may be thinking that you cannot meditate. And the reason these thoughts are coming up is because you have not paid attention to your deeper world. In the deeper world of emotions and feelings and sensations, there is a lot of vibration going on, which is unresolved for you. And so they surface during meditation, showing you where things are unresolved. So the suggestion of the meditative practice then is for you to look deeper into your thoughts, emotions, and sensations so that you can bring them to equanimity and use your meditation for the purpose of integrating your thoughts, emotions, and feelings within yourself. Now, what I find is that the meditations that are most beneficial have the quality of integrating opposite traits, opposite thoughts, opposite emotions, and opposite feelings in them. The reason I say this is because you are actually wired for opposite thinking, opposite traits, opposite behaviors, opposite emotions, and opposite feelings. So when you can start to embody this in your meditations start to flow more smoothly. Now, you might have heard many people saying you don't have to get into your thoughts, allow your thoughts to just pass by like a cloud in the sky. Now, while this is very true, what you also want to recognize is that if your emotional body, if your mental body, if your physical body is in distress, then the meditation is going to surface that distress to you so that you look at it. So this means the number of thoughts that you have during meditation is going to increase because anytime you have increased sensations, increased emotions in you, these are going to increase your thought levels. So here's what I want you to do if you are in discomfort. If you're in discomfort in your physical body, the thing that you can do is you can take some simple stretches. You can do a workout, which is not too heavy on the body. And then you can come into your meditation. This way, the physical body actually starts to rest in the meditation. The extra adrenaline and all the stress hormones have been released, and now you can actually come into your meditation with more of a settled physical body. Now, if your emotional body is really vibrating very fast, which means there's a lot of emotions passing through you, you're going to find it nearly impossible to meditate. So before you try to meditate, what I want you to observe is what your emotions are actually telling you, okay? And you're going to look at the opposite emotion of that, okay? Now you can bring this into your meditation and kind of move back and forth between one emotion and the other. So an example of that would be if you are feeling sad, you can play with happy, okay? If you're feeling joyful, you can play with sorrow. So invite the opposite emotion or feeling and see how that sits in your body. keep toggling between opposites. Now, if there's a lot of unrest in your physical body, even after you gently stretch it and do an exercise, you can do the same with your physical body. If you have pain on the left side of the body, go to the right side of the body. If you have pain in your right shoulder, go to your left shoulder. So keep toggling between the parts that are disintegrated or disassociated, and then bring them back to wholeness. Because what you start to realize is that just as, for example, your right shoulder may be bothering you, your left shoulder is clear, okay? So when you start to integrate the opposites, you may even find that some of the spots where you're tight or tense may disappear during meditation. Same with your emotions. And you can do the same with your thoughts. If you have thoughts that are really going like crazy, one tool that I really find helpful is either to say to myself, my thoughts are going crazy, and acknowledge it, okay, and try not to go too deep into your thinking. Or you can literally visualize something like a blackboard where all your thoughts are being written out, and then something is coming out and erasing out of your thoughts. So why we do this is so we have an expression or an outlet for that which we're stuck in. We're not denying that. And instead, we're just owning whatever is happening, okay? So you can visualize that in the beginning. And as you continue to do this, initially there'll be a resistance in the mind. There may even be resistance in your body and your emotional layer. Over time, you'll find that your meditation actually starts to settle these layers. Another thing that I find really helpful, if I find that I am really stressed, then I will actually do some yogic breathing, to get into the meditation. So prior to the meditation, you can do something like simple, deep belly breaths, for about 2 or 3 minutes. You can also do some yogic breath techniques like alternate nostril breathing, if you're familiar with those types of techniques. It's called Nadi Shodhana. So you can try breathing techniques also before you get into meditation. Now, when you are getting into your meditation, it's important that you surround yourself with things that make you feel safe in your body and mind. So try and do your meditation in the same room every single time. Try not to change rooms. And then maybe you light a candle or an incense. Maybe you draw the blinds so you really feel secluded and in your private space. And then go into your meditation. What this is going to do is it's actually going to settle your mind down and make you feel secure. The other thing you can also do is to come to a space that makes you feel really amazing. Like, for example, it can be a green space that you visualize in your mind, or you can visualize you can actually feel into your heartbeat. You can visualize a space within your heart. These are some of the other strategies to find safe spaces within your body or in your external environment that can help you to invite a safe atmosphere before you start to meditate. Meditation is one of the best ways to actually come into equanimity, which is a balanced mind. It is when we are able to calm down the stress response and bring our attention to more of the executive center so that we are balanced and rational and objective, and also very neutral when we go into our day. We're not like pulled into emotional upheavals, neither are we pulled into extremes of joy or sorrow. That's topic for another day as to why you wouldn't go into extremes of joy. Most people want to do that, but part of the reason we don't want to do that is because when we get pulled into extreme joy, then we're going to invite an experience of sorrow. Same with happy. If you go into extreme happiness, we're going to invite sadness. So the beauty of meditation, especially when you invite the opposites like this, is it's actually going to help you to, over time, really bring the mind to a neutral state. Those of you who do yoga nidra meditations, those are really great. if you have the practice of Yoga Nidra, that is a great resource for you in your meditations, especially the ones that look at opposites. That's really a fantastic way to meditate. Meditation is an integration practice. It's the integration of the mind, the body, and the soul, and the 5 layers of our existence. So the 5 layers of existence start with the physical body, moving into the breath and energetic body, and then we come into the emotional body, the wisdom body, and the bliss body. What you will notice is that we're moving from a higher density in the physical layer to more subtle dimensions of our existence through the breath body, the emotional body, the wisdom body, and coming into the bliss body. Now, what happens is when we get to the bliss body, we are still in an illusion of who we are, and only when we move through the bliss body do we actually get to the core of our soul. So the purpose of our meditation is to actually uncover all of the illusions to our existence and bring us to the wholeness of who we really are. Ultimately, what we're here to recognize is that the separation we put in our mind is really an illusion. In reality, we are one with everything. Now, in our physical existence, because of the nature of our separate physical existence, we're always going to have a sense of separateness. But the point is, the more we can integrate ourselves with our environments and with other people and other parts of our existence, the more we can realize the wholeness of who we really are. I hope you found this helpful, and I wish you good luck in your meditations. Have a good day.